We have just learned within the past few minutes that the suspect was charged in this incident with second-degree murder and is currently awaiting arraignment. For nearly 400 upperclassmen next semester, home will not be in a dorm nor an apartment, but in one of 3 swanky Affinia hotels peppered around Midtown Manhattan. United Airlines has already canceled its 2 remaining flights to Tel Aviv today. This is part of newly imposed FAA restrictions prohibiting U.S.-based airlines from flying to a region that has seen violence escalate by the day. But many engineering students want more. They say there aren't enough trips to adequately encourage cross-campus student interaction. We are here at the Belmont Raceway where workers are setting up for the arrival of California Chrome, who just yesterday received permission from New York regulators to wear the nasal strip that he's been wearing through the first 2 legs of the Triple Crown. And based on the turnout we've seen tonight, it seems very likely the festival will be back next year and for years to come. Reporting from Dumbo, Brooklyn, Tony Chau for NYU Tonight. One by one, hungry New Yorkers file into this Harlem food pantry, getting their hands on bread, rice, potatoes, anything that will help them get through the day. For many like Jerry Carpenter, the pantries are the last line of defense.
If I didn't have the pantry, then I don't know what I would do.
The same sense of desperation is widespread at food pantries across the city, evidenced by large crowds and long lines of people simply trying to put food on the table. But many pantries are also falling on tough times. A surge in clients has made it harder for them to meet the demands of feeding the community in need. Dr. Melanie Samuels is the founder and executive director of the Bed-Stuy Campaign Against Hunger. She attributes the uptick in clients to a federal cutback.
Most recently, a big surge in needs came when SNAP was cut in November of last year. That really changed the whole playfield.
The operations director of the West Side Campaign Against Hunger explained how the cutback of SNAP, also known as food stamps, affected her clients.
Now that that's effective, then they would have to come to food pantries and soup kitchens to sort of ease what SNAP essentially took away. So some of our clients are SNAP recipients already, but instead of them coming a couple of times a year when they really needed it, they're now coming in once every month.
With more and more people to provide for, food pantries are in turn relying more heavily on their sources, including allocations from the food bank, government, and private donations. But the food bank supply is finite, as it also relies on donations from the government and food industry companies. And with the holiday season still 2 months away, Dr. Samuels is worried that the notion of giving is currently being overlooked.
So this month is going to be one of the leanest months for us to get any kind of donation, although it's a great need in the month. So yes, the shelves will be very empty.
A call to action for those capable to open up their hearts and their wallets. For NYU Tonight, I'm Tony Chau. Hayden Hall, known for its parties, envied for its cookies, will be closed next year for renovation. Shuttering one of the largest freshman dorms creates a housing shortage for NYU students and has prompted the administration to think outside the box, or the square. For nearly 400 upperclassmen next semester, home will not be in a dorm nor an apartment, but in one of 3 swanky Affinia hotels peppered around Midtown Manhattan. Sophomore Daniel Yum will be living in the Affinia Dumont this fall.
Saying that you live in a dorm is a little different from saying that you live in a hotel, right? There's a little bit of an allure to it.
But the NYU Affinia partnership is not entirely new. The hotel has housed NYU's overflow students for the past 4 years. Associate Vice President of Student Affairs Tom Ellett considered those students' opinions when choosing the hotels.
Yeah, it was a no-brainer. I mean, the quality of what we looked at, every single person loved the Affinia Hotel. Why did we choose that Affinia Hotel? Our past experience with them and the quality of what they were offering.
So what are they offering? Like all upperclassmen halls, the hotels come equipped with a kitchen and private bathroom. But residents will also enjoy free Metro cards, weekly room cleaning service, and priority for study abroad applications for the spring. A recipe for success.
There were only like 6 spots left in Affinia, like Dumont at least, and I snatched one of those last spots, so I was pretty excited.
But what does a coveted room in Affinia cost? At just under $8,000 per semester, Yam says the price is comparable to an NYU dorm room.
I'm basically paying what I'm paying at Carlisle next year as well. I didn't want to go through all the trouble of finding an apartment because I'm going to be going away in the spring semester next year.
But come spring semester, the Affinia will no longer be an option. Students who don't go abroad will have to move back to the dorms.
What happens in the spring is we get anywhere from 300 to 400 vacancies. 390 students are living in the Affinia. We feel confident we will be able to accommodate those students back into our system here.
Back from living the sweet life in more ways than one. For NYU Tonight, I'm Tony Chau.